Is 2025 finally the year that you achieve your dream physique? Really ask yourself, is it? Because I know the past couple of years, maybe you've been close, but is this year finally going to be the year? Well, if you download some of the apps that I tell you about in today's video, then 2025 is on the way to being your best year in the gym and maybe even your best year out of it. Because today I have a ton of free, mostly, apps that are going to help you get stronger and look your best in the gym. So without any further ado, let's get into category number one, the utility category. These are apps that I think will benefit almost anybody in the gym, but they do kind of run towards my powerlifting audience. So if that's not for you, skip ahead in the video to the nutrition side of things. But first up, for my American audiences, we use freedom units often in the gym. I'm talking pounds, baby. Good, cold, hard American pounds. We oftentimes have trouble transferring our pound numbers to kilograms. And in powerlifting, all of your records, all of your lifts are going to be in kilograms. So our first app is going to be some type of weight exchange app. My absolute favorite in this category is Bar is Loaded. Yes, that's the name of the app. It is fantastic, not just because it allows you to type in your poundage and converts it to kilograms, but it also gives you colors. It gives you, okay, this is gonna be 3 reds, a yellow, and a black. You don't even have to count. You can be as dumb as rocks and still figure out how much weight you're supposed to put on the bar. And when we're talking about apps that are gonna help you in the gym, I want them to be as simple as possible. No use wasting time trying to do extra calculations in your head, because I know you're not smart enough to do that. I know I'm not smart enough to do that. So we just want to be able to say, big brain, dumb, lift heavy thing. Put your numbers in, get your numbers out. It's a perfect app. I really don't think there's any way to improve upon it. Bar is Loaded is the name of the app. I'm sure it's on Android and iOS for you crazy people that are using Apple. I really think you need this app, especially if you're getting serious about powerlifting. There is nothing worse than loading up 3 reds on your bench press thinking, oh, it's 315. We'll go for a light set of 5. You unrack it and you get absolutely stapled because it's not 315. It's closer to 385. But because you couldn't do kilogram to pound math and you don't have Bar is Loaded, now your ego is absolutely shot and you will not be able to show up at that gym again. Time to find a new place to train. All of this could have been avoided if you just downloaded this app. Our second app in the utility category is called Iron Plus, and it is an RPE calculator, and it has been invaluable, not just for me, but for a ton of my clients who are newer to RPE and need some objective data to kind of find out where their RPE should be. So here's the basics of this app. What you want to do is put in your data for a set that you have completed of 1, 3, 5, whatever, with as close to an RPE prescription as you can get. It's difficult when you're starting out, but really try and ask yourselves, how many more reps did I have in the tank? That's the best way to learn about RPE and get better at it. But once you put that in, the app will then spit out what your next set at whatever rep range you input into the data should be based on the RPE that you want. So if you did a single at 500 and it was an all-out max effort RPE 10, and now you have some back off work, you know, a couple sets of 4 at RPE 7.5, how in the world are you supposed to estimate where that weight should fall? A good jumping off point will be this app because you input all of your data and it spits out, try 415 pounds for a set of 4. That should be based on the tables and information and algorithm that this app uses where a 7.5 should be. Now, obviously, this is not perfect data. We are human beings. All the data in training is going to be flawed to a certain degree because everyone has individual differences, but it is a great starting point. It will help you start to ask questions about RPE so that you can better estimate where you need to be and in turn start to train better. I know a lot of people have been avoiding RPE because there's not a lot of objective data, and that's totally fine. If you want to work off of percentages, more power to you. But if you want to try using RPE, Iron Plus is a great way to get started. All right, folks, we're moving on to the nutrition category, and I'm kind of going to fudge the rules here because I have one free app for you, and then I have one paid app, because the paid app is just the best app on the market. But let's start with the free one. MyFitnessPal is a staple in the fitness nutrition game for a reason. It is a really solid app. Now, it was much better a couple years ago. They've made some changes to it that I do not love. But if you are just starting to get into macro tracking, calorie tracking, just starting to understand how your nutrition looks on a day-to-day basis, the free version of MyFitnessPal is a fantastic way to start. You can dip your feet in, start to understand protein, carbs, fats. That's the third one. My brain is melting out of my ears. But you can start to understand what it means to build meals that are going to support your fitness goals instead of just eating to eat and not really understanding that the engine behind your growth, behind your weight loss, behind getting the body that you want, not just in looks, but also in performance, is all about what you are fueling yourself with. And if you have no idea what any of that looks like, MyFitnessPal is a great way to start. But there is a better app out there if you are just willing to shell out a little bit of your hard-earned cash. And that app is Macro Factor. I'm telling you right now, it cannot be beaten. It is the best nutrition app on the market. I stand by it. I've been using it for, 3-4 years now. It has gotten me through cuts, through bulks, through maintenance. It is fantastic. But what sets it apart? What sets it apart is the expenditure tracking. It is not only going to allow you to track your meals, but it is also going to give you solid data on where your maintenance calories are, on how deep your deficit should be, how high your surplus should be. It is an app that is basically nutrition coaching light. It is as close to a person as you are going to get without shelling out the big bucks for a nutrition coach. I cannot speak highly enough about this app. I think it is a fantastic way to kind of take control of your nutrition and start to understand what needs to go in your body to be the best you can be in your performance and with your look. The best part about Macro Factor and why I think it outperforms MyFitnessPal is it is actively being updated. The team behind Macro Factor continues to put out quality updates, not just quality of life updates, but they're adjusting their algorithm. They're trying to hone in better and better with their expenditure algorithm to really give you a clear picture of what your calories should be. I think it is absolutely fantastic. I cannot sing its praises highly enough. So if you are willing to take a bit more responsibility around your health by adding some monetary incentive to your nutrition, $89 for a year subscription really is a drop in the bucket when it comes to taking control of your health and fitness. Speaking of the best apps on the market, we have reached our third and final category, the training category. I'm sure that's why most of you clicked on this video. Hopefully you didn't skip around, but we're here and we are going to talk about, without a doubt, my favorite training app on the market, Boostcamp. If you've been watching this channel for a while, you know that Boostcamp is a friend of the channel. They've sponsored this video, but I am a friend of Boostcamp. I was a Boostcamp user long before I came in contact with the fine folks over at Boostcamp, and I will continue to be a Boostcamp user long after they stop paying me to make videos. This is the best training app on the market, hands down, because not only does it allow you to create your own workout plans, but it exposes you to some of the best minds in the field and their programming for free. It is fantastic. I am a coach, and when I tell you that some of the programs that you gain access to on Boostcamp are just as good as the programs that coaches are making for their clients, I'm not lying to you. Now, you do get the one-to-one, personal aspect of coaching with a real coach, but if you're not willing to shell out $150, $200 a month, Boostcamp is your next best thing. There are like over 90 professionally built programs in the app. I just don't understand not giving this app a try. There are beginner, intermediate, advanced, powerlifting, bodybuilding. There are calisthenics. There are programs for almost everybody, and they are all free in the app. You get access to them just for downloading it. Now, if you want to go the paid version, you get a ton of other features, which I think are super worth it, but we're talking about free apps, minus Macro Factor. So we're going to stick to the free value that you get, and it is unmatched. I like a lot of the other training apps on the market for building your own programs and starting to learn how to program. But if you are looking to get as strong as possible in 2025, you need to start utilizing programs that actually work. And as you do the programs, you will begin to learn more and more about programming yourself. I have found so much value in my coaching by running a lot of these programs and trying to dissect them. Why do they work? Why did they work for me? Why didn't they work? I've done a ton of review videos on almost all of the programs, powerlifting specific programs on Boostcamp, and I have learned so much from them. I think it is an insane value. If you're looking for a starter program, please get in the comments, ask me which ones I think would be best for you. Give me a little bit about yourself. I've run almost all the powerlifting programs on Boostcamp, and I really think that I could kind of tailor a program towards you. So if you're kind of lost in the program library, I would love to help you. Please comment down below and we'll get you sorted so that you can start training as soon as possible and get as strong as possible in 2025. Click the link in the description for 2 free weeks of Boostcamp. It supports me. It supports Boostcamp. It would mean a lot to me if you did. Like I said, get in the comments, ask me any questions you have about any of these apps, but especially about Boostcamp programs. I love talking about them. I'll be talking about them until I'm blue in the face. I'm losing my voice and I'm still talking about them. So there you go. That's all you need to know. With these apps, you will finally start to make the progress that you want to see in the gym. I'm almost sure of it. If you bring great effort, great intensity, and you use some of these tools to assist you in the gym, you are going to have a fantastic 2025, breaking PRs, setting new standards for yourself, getting the body that you finally want. It is going to be a fantastic year for you. I can't wait to see. Let me know your journey down below. Follow along, subscribe so that you can be a part of our fitness community. Join our Discord and let us know what PRs you are trying to break. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to learn more about Boostcamp, you can click on this video right here. Get strong and stay strong.